Hey guys, Ethan Bailey here. Hope you're having a great week. Now, in this video, I'm going to break down all the different psychological tactics that Fortnite uses to make you addicted to the game and how you can actually use these for your Ecom store and get ahead. Now, all idea is basically the term gamification, where if you turn your brand into somewhat of a game or the consumer experience into a game, people are more likely to play that game, hence, buy more of your products. But have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, how Fortnite makes you addicted. Now, I'm not going to go into what this game is because 9 out of 10 people have heard of it, but we're going to go into all the psychology tactics that the game uses to keep you hooked. And spoiler, there's 18. So, we're also going to touch on how you can use them as an e-commerce brand. So the first one is variable rewards. So the game basically employs a system of variable rewards, which is a concept rooted in behavioral psychology. Now, the uncertainty of what the player will receive from loot boxes, item drops, battle tiers, creates somewhat like a psychological pull, very similar to slot machines, keeping players continuously going back. You can use this with variable rewards on your Shopify store. When they spend X, they get Y. When they spend A, they can get B, and there's like different rules of different types of rewards they can get, like 3 different rewards. If they spend 30, free shipping, or spend 50, get a mystery reward or a mystery reward, and that type of thing. Sense of achievement progression. So the game utilizes a tiered progression system with unlockable rewards. This taps into the psychological principle of achievement and progression that provides a constant sense of accomplishment as players complete challenges, level up, and earn different rewards. Now, this actually motivates players to keep playing to reach the next milestone. So it's very similar with consumers. They may keep subscribing and keep coming back so they can get something at the end of it. For example, they stay with you for 6 months to get something for free, that type of thing. 12 months, another thing for 3, and so on. Now, social validation FOMO, this is an easy one. So the game just leverages social validation by showcasing in-game achievements, rare skins, or different like cosmetic items, and it triggers somewhat of a FOMO on the player who wants to be part of like that exclusive lifetime event type thing. So this can be done through like Friday sales, promos, that type of thing, through discounts, limited offers, limited promos, etc. Now, the content's constantly evolving, so they regularly introduce new content, challenges, map changes, in-game events. This taps into the psychological principle of novelty and curiosity, keeping players engaged, offering fresh experiences and that type of thing. So constantly improving your product line, constantly adding new products to your store, constantly doing new clothing drops, that type of thing, keeping people coming back and constantly evolving your brand's product image. Feedback loops. So developers are always actively engaging with the community and listening to feedback and implementing changes. And it also creates somewhat of a sense of investment and involvement, making players feel more valued and more likely to continue playing as their input is reflected in the game. Constantly asking consumers for reviews, having Zoom calls with them, talking about how they like your product, how they can make your product better, that type of thing, constantly adding it. So people will go, oh yeah, I suggested they did this, I'm going to keep using this skincare brand, for example. And downward progress effect. So they provide players with a head start or a feeling of progress, like starting at tier like 5, for example, and it creates a strong inclination to continue playing to maintain that progress. So, for example, if they go on the store and they get a one-time offer that only works right then, if they leave that store and disappear, they lose that free product, that type of thing. So it's going to push them to keep using and buy something, otherwise they're going to lose the free item. Now, operant conditioning. So the game's reward system reinforces desired behaviors, playing regularly, completing challenges, things like that through rewards. Now, reinforcing the habit loop and encouraging continued play. So it's constantly, new things are coming out and there's always new challenges to unlock, different rewards, different things to get. So you can have this with, like I said earlier on, where you can buy a certain amount of products and you get something free, or you spend X amount and you can get Y, like a unique product, that type of thing. And maybe with like the best example is obviously with like turning your product into somewhat of a subscription, subscribe and save, where the consumer can buy from you 3 times and they get something. They can stay for 6 months, get something, 12 months and get something. The longer they stay with you, the more they get. Like with ClickFunnels, if you, I think, refer X amount of people for your affiliate marketing scheme, you can get a new car or something like that. So the Zygarnik effect, which is basically unfinished tasks or incomplete challenges, create like a psychological tension that drive players to return to the game and complete them, leading to continued engagement. So, for example, if they're on a store and it could be a little bar that says you need X amount, spend a little bit more for free shipping, they're using that as like a psychological tension to drive people to spend a little bit more so they can get that free shipping, and keep coming back. LinkedIn do this as well, constantly updating profiles. If you've forgot something, they keep reminding you about it and that type of thing. They're always saying like, don't forget to add this experience, don't forget to add this under your interest tab, that type of thing. Seen a lot in dating apps as well. Things like Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, they always talk about different things like, don't forget to verify your profile, add more interest, add your height, that type of thing. Cognitive dissonance reduction. So players who have invested time into the game tend to continue playing just to justify their previous investment. For example, even if they encounter frustrations and challenges. So if people are constantly buying from your brand and they've been with you for 6 months, it's very unlikely they're going to change. Like if they're, for example, you're a skincare brand and they're using your skincare product for 6 months, it's very unlikely they're going to change. If they're, a fashion brand and they've been buying from you every summer or every couple of months, it's very unlikely they're going to change. Autonomy and mastery. So the game provides players with a sense of autonomy in their decision making within the game, which basically allows them to choose strategies, different landing spots, play styles. Additionally, the game's skill-based mechanics encourage a pursuit of mastery as players strive to improve, showcase their skills. For example, you can have personalized bundles. People can maybe customize their own clothing sets. They can customize their own skincare sets. They can customize their own jewelry, that type of thing. Hedonic adaptation. So the game introduces regular changes, updates, and events to prevent players from becoming too over-accustomed to the environment. This prevents hedonic adaptation, where individuals may get bored or lose interest due to prolonged exposure to the same stimuli. So basically, if you have the exact same website for the past 5 years, exact same style of content, exact same ads, that type of thing, people will just get bored and don't become stimulated by that type of content. So constantly produce new ads, same messaging, different type of format, different type of style, same with the website, constantly update it, and that type of thing. Also constantly update product images. A lot of people forget about that. Flow state. So the game's immersive and dynamic nature often induces somewhat of a flow state where players are fully engaged and focused on the task at hand. Now, this optimal psychological state enhances the overall game experience and encourages players to return for more. So basically, if they're fully engaged with a product of yours and you really like it, tend to keep using it. They keep using it, they keep buying more, they keep buying more, they keep coming back to you to buy more, that type of thing. Sunk cost fallacy. So players who have invested time, effort, and money into the game are going to continue playing. This is driven by the sunk cost fallacy. They may feel compelled to keep playing to justify their past investment. Again, like I mentioned earlier, if they have been with you for 6 months on your skincare routine, very unlikely they're going to change. Temporal discounting. So Fortnite often provides immediate rewards for short-term actions. This aligns the psychological phenomenon of temporal discounting, where immediate rewards hold greater value, and there's no such thing as delayed gratification. So kind of a unique way of doing this is, for example, when someone comes to the store and buys something, as soon as they buy, boom, they get an email about the being orders in the warehouse, order received, order packaged, order sent out for delivery, order landed in the country, order land, is on the way, order is at the house, that type of thing. Really short, immediate rewards. And there's no delayed gratification there at all. Priming. So the game primes players for future events or challenges through teasers, trailers, and in-game hints. This psychological technique prepares players mentally and emotionally, building anticipation, encouraging continued play. This is great for promos and drops and that type of thing, because you're constantly, dropping teasers, trailers, little hints about the new product range, the new skincare range, new skincare products, and that type of thing. And it really gets people excited. So when it's launch time, boom, they're invested. Escapism. So people use it as a form of escaping, allowing players to immerse themselves in a virtual world and temporarily disconnect from real life stresses. The emotional escape is a powerful motivator for continued engagement. Now, the best one for this is this skincare. If you are a skincare brand and people, buy your product, they may have a skincare routine. That might be their way of escaping reality, just sitting there for 10 minutes, applying creams, washing the face, washing the hands, relaxing for a bit. That could be their way of escaping. So guys, that was about 18 different tactics that Fortnite uses to make you become addicted to the game. You can use a lot of these different strategies to make consumers become addicted using your product or using your brand. Now, there's a range of different ways to implement it. I've gone through them briefly in this video. If you want to know more, feel free to check out my Twitter. I'm always posting them on there. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. And if you want me to run your ads, look in the description below where it says have Ethan Bailey run my ads. Click that link there. Schedule a very, very quick 15-minute chat with me. We'll assess if you're a good fit to work with us. And that is everything. Hope you'll have a great week, and I will see you all next time.